Hi, I'm Jennifer Hummel here to do my weekly read log. The book that I chose from the Caldecott winners was The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. Viking Press was the publisher, and it was published in 1962. It did win the Caldecott Award in 1963. It has approximately 38 pages, and it's for age range pre-K through 2, which is actually ages about 3 to 4 up to 8. Um, as you can see on the cover, the main character, is Peter, and he's wearing his orange snowsuit. Um, throughout this book, the illustrations, are very bright, full page, colorful pictures. Um, there's one in here you can see here, like where he's crunching through the snow, but they are full page, also very bright. One thing that I did notice or wanted to point out in several of the pictures um, throughout the book, like this one of Peter, he has no eyes or nose. So I'm not sure what the relevance of that is, but that I noticed that in several pictures. You can see in the city buildings where it's the shapes like rectangles and squares. So he focuses on that as well. Um, the setting of the story is actually in a big city. You can tell also on the cover with the street light and whatnot. Um, the plot of the story, Peter wakes up, it's had this new fallen snow, and he's of a young age, so it's something that's fairly new to him. And after breakfast, he goes out and adventures through the city and makes noise with the snow crunching through it, making tracks and footprints, finding sticks and playing with those and seeing what they can do in the snow, making snow angels. He pretends even in the story to be a mountain climber as he climbs this huge mountain of snow, and then on the other side he slides down. And I was gonna try to find that picture because I thought the author did the illustrator did a fantastic job of kind of giving you an idea of seeing that swirling snow as you come down off that hill. Um, so he has a very adventurous day in the city with this brand new snow, and right before he goes in, he takes this big ball of snow and packs it into a snowball and puts it in the pocket of his coat. Um, little does he realize that it's going to melt and it's going to be gone. And when he goes back and it's gone, he's very sad. Um, One thing, he does tell his mom about his day. She kind of helps him get out of his wet clothes. And then in the story, he's in bed again and he's dreaming of the sun coming out and melting all the snow. And so he wakes up almost kind of sad, but then he looks out and realizes that not only is all the snow still there, it's snowing again. So again, after breakfast, he goes across the hall in his apartment building and gets his friend and they go out to play together. Um, the theme of the story, there's really several. Really, it's kind of showing about the newness and excitement and creative play, and discovery that you can have in the new snow of a young child. So I think that's a good reason why it's a good book for children. As far as interaction is concerned, there's not a whole lot of interaction really between characters. He sees some big kids playing with the snow um, on a hill, but he never interacts with them because he realizes he's too young to play with them. He has some interaction with his mom as he tells her about his day, and then of course it shows that he does go back out to play with his friend. But I think the main interaction in the story is really between him and himself and the creative things that he does as he's exploring and adventuring this new world of full blanketed snow. Yes, I would definitely read this story to students. I think there's a lot of ways you can interact, like asking the kids questions like what they do when they go out and play in the snow, asking them if they think that snowball's still going to be there when he comes back to get it, and different things like that. And it really, I think it brings up a lot of fond memories for children. I know it did for me. Um, and there's a lot of, like I said, lessons to be learned here to teach children how to be creative and be playful when they're out and playing on their own and have that creative play. As far as activity, after I read the story to the book, I would have already coordinated with a PE teacher and we would go into the gymnasium and have our own snowball fight. with yarn snowballs or little pom-poms. And then we would come back to the classroom and I would have them write a very short poem about snow. And at the bottom of their poem, I would have them draw a picture of their favorite memory playing in the snow. So, and that is my book. Again, The Caldecott Winter, The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack